Proverbs 5 verse 21. For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. Now, for the context of Proverbs 5, warns a person against secret sexual immorality, or foolish choices. It reminds us that even if we think a sin is hidden from other people, God still sees it. And Proverbs 5:21 follows up by saying, For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. There's actually accountability and comfort in this verse, knowing that God watches everything, and including everyone in every secret situation, means it's meant to stop us from doing wrong. But it also comforts us by showing that our hidden struggles and good deeds matter to him. So as he ponders or examines your paths, God does not just passively look. He evaluates and weighs our choices, habits, and directions in life. That's why it says, and your paths. You can see in this verse as a whole that God has a clear direct view of our daily actions. Nothing we do is hidden from him, whether we act in public or private. And this is a verse that actually helps us and reminds us to actually put our trust in him, because he sees the bigger picture, where we don't really see that. We just try and make choices based off of how we feel, when again our ways are in full view of God. So there's nothing to be hidden. Our heart is shown, every secret bit of detail that's hidden in us that we did not share, God can see that. That's not a problem. That's actually a blessing. Because the fact that God can see that means that, well, God's not just doing it because he wants to spy on you. He actually cares about you so much, and that's why he examines all your paths for you, so that he can see the better way moving forward. Where we might think it selfishly by saying, oh, well, God can see everything I do, God's not giving me privacy, that would be a silly way to look at it, because our ways are in God's hands and he examines all our paths. So wouldn't it be better to submit our desires and thoughts and patterns and our sins to God, for he knows best? He knows which direction we should go in that will benefit us and develop noble character, that when others look at us, it glorifies him, it glorifies his kingdom of righteousness and holiness instead of ourselves. So Proverbs 5:21 talks about this. It's a very short verse, but unpacking it kind of shows you that God really does care. So let's take a look at this. For your ways. So what is ways? What does your ways mean? Well, we can see here it refers to a person's general course of life, daily habits and moral choices. That's what ways are. For your ways, a person's ways is a way of life, a way of thinking, daily habits, moral choices. Choices and decisions that person makes, that is ways. For your ways are in the full view of the Lord. And he examines all your paths. What is examining? To weigh, measure out, or make smooth and level. To weigh, measure out, or... Well, this could mean that God actively evaluates and weighs and analyzes the quality of our actions. That's what examining means. When God himself, the Lord, is examining, he's evaluating, he's weighing, he's analyzing the quality of our actions. And again, your paths refers to specific tracks or ruts we leave behind by the steps we take. So, for your ways are in the full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. So for your ways, your daily life, actions and habits are in the full view of the Lord, and he actively evaluates and weighs and analyzes the quality of your actions and your paths, your tracks, your ruts left behind by the steps we take. This is quite reassuring that God watches everything and knows everything that we do. It's not a scary thing, it's actually a good thing, because then we can submit ourselves to God, because he knows what's best moving forward for our daily actions and moral choices and habits, so that we can produce a good fruitful event or conversation with someone, or it could be anything. Whatever it is for God's plan, I'm sure he has a way, like always. So that is Proverbs 5:21 for you. And to top it off, we can also say this, that the full view literally means straight ahead or right in front of God's face. Nothing is hidden, dark, or done in secret. So God can see that. So for your ways, your choices, your daily actions are in the full view in front of God's face. God can see it with his eyes. Nothing is hidden in the dark or done in secret. And he examines, actively evaluates and weighs and analyzes the quality of our actions and all your tracks, paths and steps and ruts that we leave behind, and every step that we take. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments about this verse. Thank you so much, and God bless you.